Welcome back to my channel JBR Online Classes. Like, share and subscribe my channel. So hello everyone, now in this video I am going to start from sum number 21 from the exercise 2.2. This is the third part from this exercise. For the first and second part, please check the description box, the link will be there. Okay, and for the other chapter, please check the playlist of my channel. So here in sum number 21, a certain sum amounts to 5292 in 2 years and to 5556.60 in 3 years. Okay, that means here amount for 2 years. Amount for 2 years that equal to 5292 and amount for 3 years that equal to 5556.60 at compound interest. Find the rate and the sum. Okay, so let the principal be P and the rate equal to R. Okay, so you have to find out the principal and rate. Now as 2 years, here the amount equal to 5292, that means according to the problem P plus 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power 2 that equal to 5292, and again here P into 1 plus R by 100 whole cube that equal to 5556.60. Okay, so here for the second year the amount equal to 5292 and for the third year here amount equal to this one. So you can easily solve out the value of P and Q from these two equation, or you can also apply another method. Here, as you know that if the amount of 2 years that equal to 5292, that means 5292 is the principal for the third year in compound interest. Okay, so if 5292 is the principal for the third year, then we can also write 5292 into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power 1 that equal to 5556.60. Okay, so here 1 plus R by 100 that equal to 5556.60 divided by 5292. Now next here R by 100 equal to 5556.60 divided by 5292 minus 1. So that equal to 264.6 by 5292. Okay, now here 264.6 by 5292, so that equal to, you can write here R by 100 equal to 2646. Okay, and that equal to 5292 into 10. Now you can easily divide by 2646. Okay, so 5292 divided by 2646 and that equal to 2. Okay, here 0 cancel out, here 2 with 5, so from that R equal to 5%. Okay, so this is your first answer. Now second one, you have to find out the principal. So you can just put down the value of R here. So that means here P into 1 plus 5 by 100 whole square that equal to 5292. Okay, so from that P equal to 5292, and as here 105 by 100 whole square, that means here 100 by 105, again 100 by 105. Okay, so it will be 20, here 21, here also 20, here also 21. Now 21 divided by 5292. Okay, so it will be 252, again 252 divided by 21 and that equal to 12. So now 12 into 20 into 20, so 12 into 400 that equal to rupees 4800 as your principal. Now sum number 22 as same as sum number 21, so I hope you can solve it. So here sum number 23. In what time will rupees 15625, that means here principal equal to rupees 15625 amount to, so here amount equal to rupees 17576 at the rate of 4% per annum compound interest. So you have to find out the value of n. So here you can direct apply the formula p into 1 plus r by 100 whole to the power n, that equal to amount. Just put down the value. So it will be 1 plus r means here 4 by 100 whole to the power n, that equal to 17576. Okay, so it will be 1 plus 4 by 100 whole to the power n, and that equal to 17576 divided by 15625. Okay, so now 4 by 100, so that equal to 25. So 1 plus 1 by 25, it becomes 26 by 25 whole to the power n. Clear? And as here 17576 divided by 15625, so it will be 26 by 25 whole cube. Remember that if the left one you have the fraction 26 by 25, so you will just make it the right one as 26 by 25 whole something what 2 or 3. Okay, because in max to max problem the left and right one will be always same. So as here by comparing both sides, here n equal to 3, so you can just write down here n equal to 3, and that is your answer. Now here sum number 24. So sum number 24, the first problem is as same as sum number 21. Here principal equal to 1500 and compound interest equal to 496.50. So first you have to add this one to get the amount, and wherever you will get the amount, then you can apply the formula p into 1 plus r by 100 whole to the power n, and that equal to the addition of these two, that is amount. Okay, so from that you can easily find out the value of n. Second one, as same as 23, find the time, that means n, in which 1250 as your principal will produce 3246.40, that is your amount. Okay, so this one the principal and this one the amount, as compound interest 8% per annum and interest compounded annually. So that means 23 and 24 1 and 24 2 are same kind of problem. So I hope you can solve it. Now sum number 25. Here 16,000 invested at 10% per annum and compounded semi-annually. Okay, and amount equal to 18522. So you have to find out the time period of investment. So that means here P equal to 16000, A equal to this one. So the formula you know, P into 1 plus r by 2 by 100 whole to the power 2n, and that equal to amount. So 16,000 into as r by 2, that means 10 by 2 equal to 5. So 5 by 100 whole to the power 2n, that equal to 18522. So 1 plus 1 by 20 to the power 2n, that equal to this one divided by this one, and after cancel out by 2, you will get 9261 by 8000. So 9261 means 21 to the power cube and 8000 means 20 to the power cube. So directly you can write down 21 by 20 to the power cube, and here 21 by 20 to the power 2n. So by comparing both sides, 2n equal to 3 and n equal to 3 by 2. So that means 1 whole 1 by 2 years as your answer. Now sum number 26. What sum will amount to? So here amount equal to rupees 2782.50 in 2 years. So n equal to 2 years at the compound interest if the rates are 5%. If the rates are 5% for first year and 6% for second year. Remember that 5% for first year and 6% for second year. So you have to find out here the principal. Okay, so that means first let the principal be P. Okay, so if principal be P, then the amount for first year, that equal to P into 1 plus, here R means 5 by 100 whole to the power n means 1, and you have to find out here it will be P into 105 by 100. Okay, so 20 and 21, that means 21p by 20. This is the amount for the first year. Now that will be the principal for the second year. So for the next year, amount for second year, that equal to, again this one is the principal, so 21 by 21 plus, now in that case here r equal to 6 by 100 whole to the power n, so it will be 21p by 20 into 106 by 100. Okay, and according to the problem, this one is equal to with this one, so ATP 21p into 20, then 106 by 100, that equal to 2782.50. so it will be here 100, so 100 cancel out. Okay, so that means here p equal to 278250, then multiply with 20 divided by 21 into 106. Now here if this one divided by 106, and then you will get 2625, then 2625 divided by 21 and you will get 125. So now you have p into 125 into 20, and that equal to 2500 as your answer. Now sum number 27. Sum number 27, a little bit lengthy problem. A sum of money is invested at compound interest payable annually. The interest in 2 successive years. Okay, so that means here CI for first year. Here CI for first year, that equal to rupees 225, and CI for second year, that equal to rupees 240. Okay, so let the principal be p and rate of interest equal to r. So that means here p into r into 1 by 100, that equal to 225, because 225 is the interest for the first year. So from that here PR equal to 22500. Now here as P is the principal and 225 is the interest for the first year, then the principal for the second year. Okay, then the principal for the second year, will be P plus this one, sorry, not R, P plus 225 as principal plus interest. Okay, so now then the interest will be P plus 225 as principal into R into 1 divided by 100, and that equal to 240. Okay, so from that PR plus 225R equal to 2400. Okay, that is 24000. So now you can easily put down the value of PR here. So it will be now 22500 plus 225R, and that equal to 24000. So if 225 will be common, so it becomes 100 plus R, and that equal to 24000. Okay, so now if 225 will be common, so it becomes 100 plus R and 24000. So 225 cancel out with this one, 106.67 approximately. So here R equal to 106.67 minus 100, and that equal to 6.67, which means 6 whole 2 by 3% as your answer. So now you can easily find out the principal. Here principal equal to this one by R, so 22500 divided by 6 whole 2 by 3. 6 whole 2 by 3 means it's 20 by 3, so write down 3 here. So now 0 0 cancel out, and it will be cancel out with this one 1125. So here this one into 1125, 3375 as your second answer, that means the principal. Okay, and now we have to find out the interest for third year. So here the interest for third year, to find out the interest, first you have to find out the principal for third year. So here the principal for third year, that equal to this one plus this one plus this one. Okay, so that means 3375 plus 225 plus 240, and that equal to 3840. So 3840 is the principal for third year. Now interest, So interest will be 3840 into rate means 20 by 3 into 1 by 3 into 100. Okay, so now it will be 384 into 2 by 3. Okay, so here 384 into 2 by 3, and that equal to 256. So 256 is your third answer. Now sum number 23. On what sum of money will the difference between the compound interest and the simple interest for 2 years is equal to 25? Okay, and if the rate of interest charged for 5% per annum. So that means here you have to find out the simple interest and compound interest both. So if P be the principal and rate equal to 5%, then the simple interest, that means SI will be P into 5 into, and for how many years? For 2 years. So here n equal to 2, so 2 by 100. Okay, so that will be 2p by 20, that means p by 10. So p by 10 is the simple interest for 2 years. Now again you have to find out the compound interest for 2 years, and you know the formula. It will be 1 plus r by 100 whole to the power n minus 1. That is the formula to find out compound interest. So it will be p into here 21 by 20 whole square minus 1. So that equal to p into, it will be now 400 at the whole square, and after LCM it is 441 by 400. So it will be 41p by 400 as the here compound interest. Now according to the problem, the difference of compound interest and simple interest, that equal to 25. So 41p by 400 minus p by 100, that equal to rupees 25. So here the LCM equal to 400. So 41p minus 40p, that equal to 25. So here p equal to 25 into 400, and that equal to 10,000 as your answer. Now sum number 29 as same as sum number 28. In sum number 28, for compound interest, you have to apply the formula of half yearly only. Okay, that is the only difference between these two sums. So I hope you can solve it. So now I am going to solve sum number 30. Now sum number 30, the amount at compound interest which is calculated yearly on a certain sum of money is 1250. Okay, so that means here compound interest equal to 1050 for the first year, and rupees 1375, that means compound interest for second year, that equal to rupees 1375. So let P be the principal and R be the interest. So you know the formula of compound interest, that is 1 plus whole to the power 1 minus 1, and that equal to 1250. Okay, so from that here 1 plus r by 100 minus 1, that equal to 1250. So 1 cancel out, then pr by 100 equal to 1250, and from that pr equal to 12500. Okay, so here pr equal to 125000. Now here the compound interest for the second year. So for the second year the principal will be what? P plus this one. So here P plus 1250 into, you can apply R as interest, into 1 divided by 100. That is also the formula to find out the interest, and that equal to 1375. Okay, so here PR plus 1250 is the same type of problem of sum number 27. Okay, so this one equal to, now you can easily put down the value of this one. So 125000, that equal to, sorry, here is R, 1250R, and that is 137500. Now you have to subtract. This one, the left one, 125000 from the right one. So 137500 minus 125000, and that equal to here 1250R 12500. So here 0 0 cancel out, and it will be 10. So from that r equal to 10%. Okay, so that is the rate of interest. Now sum number 31, the simple interest on a certain sum for 3 years. So here SI equal to 225 for 3 years. Okay, and the compound interest on the same sum at the same rate for 2 years. Okay, so CI equal to rupees 153 for 2 years. Find the rate of interest and the principal. So here let the principal be P and rate equal to R. So as SI equal to 225, that means P into R into 3 by 100, and that equal to 225. So from that here PR equal to 22500 by 3. Okay, so PR equal to 22500 by 3. Now as compound interest, you know the formula, R by 100 whole to the power 2 minus 1. So that equal to 153. So from that P equal to here R plus 100 plus R by 100 whole square minus 1. It's 1 by 3. So now P into, here you can apply the A square minus B square formula. So it will be for the first one plus, and second one it will be minus. Okay, so it becomes 153. So P into this one will be 200 plus R by 100, and this one will be R by 100, that equal to 153. Now if P multiply with this one, so 200 R and this one PR by 100, that equal to 153. Okay, now you know the value of PR. The value of PR equal to this one. So just put down the value here. So it will be now 200 plus R by 100 into here PR equal to 22500 by 3 into 100, and that equal to 153. So now here as here denominator 100, here also denominator 100. So 100 into 100 multiply with this one in the next stage. So 15300 into 100. Okay, and then 3 divided by this one, it becomes 7500. Okay, now 7500 here 00 cancel out. So it will be 153 by 75 into 100. So 25 3s are 75, here 4 and here 3 5 1, so 51. So 51 means here 4 and 20, so 204, and from that R equal to 204 minus 200, that equal to 4% as your answer. And now next thing you have to find out the principal also. So here as PR equal to 22500 by 3. So that means here P equal to 22500 by 3 into R means 4. Now 22500 divided by 3, that equal to 7500. So 7500 divided by 4, it becomes 1875 as your principal. So now sum number 32 is very easy problem. First you have to find out the compound interest for 8000 which compounded annually, and next you have to find out same interest, compound interest, by applying the semi annually formula. Okay, so I hope you can solve it. So now sum number 33. Sum number 33 a little bit a same kind of problem, sum number 32. So to solve sum number 32 you can help from this sum. So here a sum of money is lent at a compound interest for 2 years at 20%, so 20% per annum, and CI reckoned as yearly. Okay, if the sum of money is lent out the compound interest at the same rate percent annum and CI reckoned as half yearly, it would have fetched rupees 482 more by the way of interest. So first here let here principal equal to P and rate of interest R equal to 20%. Okay, so now it will have to be fetched the calculate the sum of money lent out. So that means first you have to find out here, first you have to find out the compound interest for the 2 years. So here n equal to 2, and as you know here the CI will be 1 plus R means 20 by 100 whole to the power 2 minus 1. Okay, so that means this one P into it's 1 by 5. So 1 by 5 means 6 by 5. So it will be 6 by 5 whole square minus 1. That means P into 36 by 25 minus 1. So that equal to P into here 11P by 20, sorry, 11 by 25. So the final answer 11P by 25. Okay, so 11P by 25 is the compound interest for compounded annually. Now next thing, you have to again find out the compound interest for compounded half yearly. So the formula will be P into 1 plus it's R by 2, so that means here 10 by 100 whole to the power 2n, that means here 4, so minus 1, because 2 into 2 it's become 4. So now it's 1 by 100, so that means P into here 11 by 10 to the power 4 minus 1. Okay, so 11 by 10 to the power 4 minus 1. So now it will be here, so now it will be 14641 as 11 to the power 4, and here 1230 minus 1. So it becomes here, it will be the LCM, and the upper one will be 4641. Okay, now according to the problem here, this one is greater than 482. Now which one? This one is greater than this one, 482. So 4641 by 10,000 P minus 11 P by 25, and that equal to 482. Okay, so from that you can easily find out the value of P. The value of P, it's 482. So here this is the LCM, that means 10,000 is the LCM, so 4641, and then 10,000 divided by 25. So 10,000 divided by 25, it becomes 400. 400 into 11, it becomes 4400, that equal to 482. So from that P equal to 482 into here 10,000 divided by, as here only here 41, that means 2. Okay, 241, so it becomes 2, that means here 20,000. So 20,000 is your answer. So hello guys, this is the last problem in this exercise and as well as in this video. If you like my video, please share this video and please subscribe my channel if you are a new viewer. So here in sum number 34, a sum of money amounts to 13230 for the first year and 13891.50 for the 1 by 2 years at compound interest, compounded semi-annually. Remember that means in the both case you have to apply the formula compounded semi-annually. Then find the sum, that means principal and the rate of interest per annum. So here let the principal be P and rate of interest equal to R. So then according to the problem, P into 1 plus R by 2 whole by 100 whole to the power 2n, that equal to 13230. Now in that case here n equal to 1, so it will be P into 1 plus R by 200 whole to the power 2, and that equal to 13230. Now here the second one, here will be P plus 1 plus R by 200 and whole to the power 2n. Here n means 3 by 2, so 2 into 3 by 2, and that equal to 13891.50. So it becomes P plus 1 by R by 200 whole to the power 3, that equal to 1389150. So here from that one, if you find out the value of P, so it will be 13230 divided by 1 plus R by 200 whole square. So substitute the value of P here, so it will be 13230 divided by 1 plus R by 200 whole square into 1 plus R by 200 whole cube, and that equal to 1389150 by 100. So this one cancel out with this one, here 0 0 cancel out. So now you have 1323 and in the right hand side you have 13895. Okay, 138915, not 5, 15 divided by 1323, so it becomes 105. It becomes 105 here. Okay, so now if this one will be cancelled out, so it's 21 and here 20. So that means here 1 plus r by 200, that equal to 21 by 20. So r by 200 equal to 21 by 20 minus 1, it becomes 1 by 20. So now this one equal to 10. So r equal to 10%. That is your first answer. Now second one, you have to find out the principal. So just put down the value here. So here p equal to 13230, then 1 plus r means 10 by 200 whole square, so it will be 1 by 20. So 1 plus 1 by 20 means 21 by 20. So as here whole square, so let's write down 2 times. Okay, so now 13230 divided by 21 and it becomes 630, then again divided by 21, it becomes 30. Okay, so 3 into 6 and 6 into 2, 12, and how many zeros are there? 3 zeros. So it becomes 12,000 as your answer.